Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, apologies about that, and also apologies if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well. If there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it can't be helped, and hopefully it's not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2025 related video here on my channel, and another sort of reaction video as well, because right now I'm about to listen for the first time to snippets of all of the songs involved in Benidorm Fest 2025, the Spanish selection process for the Eurovision Song Contest, which as we all know will take place next May in Basel, Switzerland. As always, you are welcome to let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss in today's video by leaving a comment down below, and as always there are links in the description to my other social media pages, check them out if you so wish. So Spain, as we know, are automatic qualifiers for the grand final every year. That's been the case for a very long time, but this is a country that has only won the ESC on 2 occasions, back-to-back victories, 1968 with Maciel and La La La, and as part of the 4-way tie on home soil in 1969, Vivo Cantando by Salome. The last time Spain won, Neil Armstrong was still preparing to land on the moon. That's how long ago it was. If we take a look at Spain's form over the past decade, it's not been that brilliant, let's be honest, but there still has been some very good songs coming our way from this country. In 2014, Ruth Lorenzo with Dancing in the Rain in Copenhagen, a very fine, well-sung ballad, one of my favourites that year, but if you take a look at the split results, the public let it down a little bit, let's be honest. Arguably the result should have been a great deal better. In 2015 we had Amanecer by Edurne, which I remember being quite hotly tipped at the time, but the result was disappointing, and to be honest I've never been a huge fan of that song anyway. In 2016 Spain were my personal winners of the Stockholm contest. That was Say Yay by Barre. Again, quite hotly tipped in the build-up to the final, but the result was disappointing, and to be honest the live performance was quite underwhelming as well if you ask me. In 2017 in Kiev, Spain finished last with Manel Navarro and Do It For Your Lover. There was controversy with how the national final panned out. The song is arguably one of the most basic we've had over the past decade. The result was no real surprise, and unfortunately it is most remembered for Manel's voice break during the grand final. In 2018, in neighbouring Portugal, Spain had the male-female duo of Amaya and Alfred with Tu Canción, Your Song. Early on in the running order, quite schmaltzy stuff. The result was of no surprise to anybody. A year after that, in Tel Aviv, we had Mickey with Lavender, this rather uplifting, colourful number, last on in the running order. The jurors didn't like it at all for some reason, the public liked it a bit more, but still Spain finished in the bottom half, and that's a real shame because that was a very solid effort indeed. I think Spain was shafted a little bit that year. Then in 2020 and 2021 we had Blas Canto, a bit of a heartthrob figure. Universo, of course, would have been Spain's entry had the pandemic not come along. Not the most brilliant track, if I'm being honest with you. I've barely listened to it over the years. And then Voy a Quedarme, a bit stronger, the big inflatable moon on stage in Rotterdam, but 0 points from the public, and so Spain finished right near the bottom of the scoreboard. In 2022 we had Chanel with Slow Mo, and this was pure pop. Quite sexualized, but performed really convincingly, in all honesty. She was on stage brimming with confidence, and it showed. The jurors liked it, the public liked it, and Spain got their best result this century so far. But let's not forget, the Spanish public, when Benidorm Fest was happening, didn't want her. Didn't want her at all, really. Then look what happened. And some people might have thought, okay, Spain are turning a corner here. Have they turned a corner? Not really, I would say. Blanca Paloma took to the stage in Liverpool last year with a really fantastic effort, which grew on me more and more every time I heard it. And again, I think Spain was shafted a little bit last year, because they were last in the public vote. I thought the jurors were going to appreciate it a great deal more. They didn't. And so it was a mid-table result in the end. And then this year, in Malmö, we had Nebulosa with Thorra. I thought Spain sent the wrong song, but it is a tune that I now appreciate a great deal more than I did at the time. I certainly don't mind it. It's fun stuff, but the result was of no surprise. Now, if Spain do not get a brilliant result next year, the question will be raised as to whether Benidorm Fest is really the best method for Spain when it comes to finding a Eurovision entry, because since Chanel, they've sort of gone backwards. And the idea with Eurovision is that you push on and do better than the year before, ideally. And I'm hopeful that Spain can bounce back after some disappointment in Malmö earlier this year and get themselves a pretty decent result in Basel next spring. The Benidorm Fest 2025 songs are now out. I don't know whether they have been released in full yet, but rest assured I will check them out in full at some point in the near future. So we've known the lineup for a while. Benidorm Fest will take place on January the 28th, 30th and February the 1st, and I should say February the 1st is quite a busy day for Eurovision fans because there's other national finals and shows happening at the same time. It says here that the 16 participants were selected by a professional panel of musical advisors. They were revealed on November the 12th, and there are 6 reserves, but I don't think any details about them have been released yet. Nearly 1,000 entries were received, and these are apparently the best 16. I'll go through the list pretty briefly. We have Bésame by Carla Frigo, who I'm already saying is going to be one of the hot favourites. La Casa by Celine Van Heel. Mala Feminista by Chica Sobresalto. Nana by Daniela Blasco, potentially another favourite. Amor Barato by David Afonso. La Pena by De Teresa. No Lo Ves by Henry Semler. VIP by Jay Cabello. Me Gustas Tu by Kingdom. Loca por Ti by Cuve. Artita de Llorar by La Chispa. Te Escribo en el Cielo by Lucas Bunn. Raggio di Sole by Mawot. I'm a Queen by Mel Omana. Esa Diva by Melody, who on name alone might be a hot favourite. And Reinas by Sonia y Selena. Nice to see that all of the songwriters appear to be Spanish as well. And Alfred, who I mentioned earlier as being part of that double act in 2018 for Spain, he has co-written La Casa by Celine. So, I have 2 videos loaded up ready to go. The first one I'm going to watch is by Mr. Eurovision Recaps. It's just over 3.5 minutes long. These snippets may be very short. If so, I apologise. But once again, I'll remind you that I will check out these songs in full when I can. And if you'd like to know my top 3 when I've decided that, keep an eye on my other social media pages because chances are I will post something about it nearer to the time. So, what I am expecting is a lot of pop. When I was doing my research off camera several weeks ago, looking at these names in a bit more depth, I just get the feeling that a lot of these songs are going to be pure pop, in all honesty. I really do. I think they're perhaps going to try and recreate the Chanel magic, go back to basics a little bit, play it safe, which is not always a bad thing, especially if you've had a disappointing result in the previous contest. But let's see what Spain are bringing to the table. What I'm watching won't be in the bottom corner of the video you're watching, that's the way it usually is, but chances are you've seen this by now. It's had 845 views. Here we go. Apologies if there's any lag or anything like that at all. I'm going to make a note of the songs that stand out to me. Here we go. Benidorm Fest 2025, the recap. Off we go. Okay. So, Carla Frigo with Bésame, which means kiss me. As expected, she has quite the following on social media. Big on TikTok. I'm expecting a performance very heavy on choreography. I'm writing her down because even though that snippet here is not really doing the business for me, I can see her being a major contender. It seems to be pure pop. It seems to be filled with synth sounds as well. Yes, okay. Next up is Celine with La Casa. Oh, okay. Get the sangria out. Oh. That sounds like it could be up my street, but I also feel as though it's not going to be terribly competitive. Traditional's the wrong word, but it feels a little bit more traditional in sound. I'm leaving that one off the list for now. Next up is Chica Sobresalto. Mid-tempo pop then. Fairly calming. But again, not sure that's super competitive. Next up is Daniela Blasco. Okay. So this is a bit sassy, but it's also lacking punch in the instrumentation. I can tell that straight away. Needs more grit. Next up is David with Amor Barato. Cheap love, is that what that means? Or expensive love? Oh, that was really short. That was really short. Let me listen to that again. Many apologies. That was a very short snippet. Sounds fairly low-key. Will check it out in my own time, once again. De Teresa. Oh, that's really short as well. What's going on here? Sounds fairly chilled out. I have got another video ready to go in just a moment. Next up is Henry Semmler. Oh, slow romantic ballad. It's okay. VIP. Okay, very bassy. Has something about the Siren song for Ukraine a few years ago, you might remember. Reminding me of that. Not going on the list though. Nothing is really blowing me away at all yet. At all. Kingdom. Okay, this is fairly ordinary pop. There's something like this every year in Benidorm Fest. Okay. Cuvée. Loca por ti. Okay. Sounds quite emphatic and lively. It's on the list. Whoa. La Chispa. Very short. Why are some of these shorter than others? Must be a copyright thing. Seems like it's going to be a big vocal performance. Lucas Bunn. Short again. I'm really sorry for this. Seems to be a low-key ballad. You Write on the Sky, I think that translates as. Raggio di Sole. Okay, the melody is not original at all, but it sounds like it could be a good time. Mel Omana. Okay, is this hip-hop? Oh, how are you going to stage that to make it stand out? That's my initial thought. Not really my cup of tea. Melody. Okay, yeah. As expected. Pure pop. Sonia y Selena. Oh, this sounds really familiar. Sounds like Noche Entera by Vico the other year. Oh. Okay. Straight away, this is a fairly disappointing batch, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's not that strong. There's an incredible lack of diversity. Considering, how many songs was it? 1,000? Nearly 1,000 songs. There is a shocking lack of diversity on display. Most of these songs are pop. The instrumentation is not really doing anything unique or interesting in these snippets, and I know some of them were extremely short. I've written down 4 names: Cara, Cuvée, Mawot and Melody. Out of those four names, I would say that Melody or Cara probably have the best chance. Anybody else, I'm not too sure about based on this video alone. Very underwhelming. Let's now check out somebody's ranking. This is ESC Rolly, over 1,100 views at the time of this recording. This is their ranking, so if you don't like it, don't blame me. This is just over 3 minutes long. Let's see what they think about the lineup, shall we? They've got Mawat last. That shows you how out of touch I am. That one stands out, I'm afraid. That really does. Chica Sobresalto. I don't mind that either, actually. That's okay. De Teresa. Oh, there's some sort of auto-tune thing going on there. And I don't really like that at all in songs, where it's like a vocoder. Not really a big fan. Might grow on me, of course. Sonia and Selena. This is really damn basic. Henry Semler. Okay, this is fine. This is fine, but again, there's no dynamic thing to it. Oh. Cuvée, number 11. Oh, that could be really good live. Kingdom. This is really basic. It's the instrumentation. I know I keep saying it, but that's the big letdown. Mel Omana. That's the sort of song that could be a big hit in Spain, but at Eurovision, I don't think so. Daniela. That's really lacking a little extra sparkle. Lucas Bunn. Feels a tad cheesy. David Afonso. It's okay. Yeah. Melody's got to be the favourite here. Surely. That'll go down a storm at Eurovision. Celine. Oh yeah. Vamonos. That's not bad. Oh. Oh, no. VIP. No. You see, something like that. No, I don't think that's for me. Carla's number 2. I wonder how good a live singer she is. Because if it's anything like her videos online, choreography everywhere. La Chispa, number 1. Oh, no. No. Can't see that doing well at Eurovision, I'm afraid. So, there we go. What a thoroughly disappointing batch. I have to say, I sort of expected it. Let me see what the comments are saying. VIP. No. No. La Chispa and De Teresa will be the top 2. Cool, dear me. I'm not sure about that La Chispa song. Seems like a very good singer, but the song... Oh no. Jay Cabello, absolutely not. That didn't do anything for me at all. Carla Frigo, yes. Melody, yes. What a load of pants, really. This is no offence to the artists. They're all doing the best job they can. But I think there's a real lack of diversity. No rock song? What's that about? I really feel as though Spain are playing it ultra safe. Perhaps too safe this year. And until we see the live performances, we're not really going to know. But I'll remind you again, Carla Frigo, Cuvée with Loca por Ti, Mawat with Raggio di Sole, and Melody with Esa Diva. They are the songs that are standing out to me the most. I'll have to check out that La Chispa song again, but I wasn't really... that one wasn't really grabbing my attention at all. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. As a Eurovision fan, if you've been watching the show for long enough, you know very quickly whether a song has something about it or not. And I heard that snippet and I thought, okay, great singer, wouldn't do that well at Eurovision. You've got to already have that sort of thing in your mind of, I can see it on the Eurovision stage. Immediately, I can see how this is going to come across. And unfortunately, with many of these tracks, it has to be said, even the names that I've written down, I'm not sure any of them are really going to do the business in Switzerland next year. So there we go. My apologies to any Spaniards watching, but I thought that was shockingly lacking in diversity and shockingly unoriginal, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe I am just an old fart who clearly doesn't recognise the best tunes when they come my way. Or maybe you agree with me. Some of the names that I've written down, maybe you think they've got maybe what it takes to do well next year. Until next time, hopefully the quality of this video wasn't too bad. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and adios for now.